Stand up for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. There is a silence that follows pain, not the silence of peace, but the silence that comes when your voice is taken from you, when your spirit is crushed, when the world tells you again and again, you are not enough. I know that silence. I lived in it. I broke in it, and I rose from it. Today, I'm not here to just speak to you. I'm here to remind you of something that you may have forgotten, or worse, something the world has tried to make you forget. I'm here to tell you, stand up for yourself. Because if you don't, who will? We live in a world that celebrates perfection but punishes vulnerability. A world that claps for strength but mocks softness. And in this world, many of us have been taught that standing up for ourselves is selfish, arrogant, rebellious. But I want to tell you the truth. Standing up for yourself is not rebellion. It is survival. It is not about shouting the loudest. It is about refusing to stay silent. It is not about fighting the world. It is about fighting for your worth. The first step. Believe you matter before you stand up for yourself. You must first believe that you matter. That your voice matters, your dreams matter, your presence in this world is not an accident. It is on purpose, for a purpose. But how do you believe in yourself when the world tells you otherwise? How do you believe in your worth when the ones you loved most made you feel unworthy? How do you reclaim your voice when it has been drowned out by years of criticism, abuse, or neglect? You start small. You start by whispering to yourself, I am not what they said about me. You start by rejecting the lies you've been fed your entire life. You're too sensitive. You're not smart enough. You don't have what it takes. These are not truths, these are projections. These are fears that others carry and pass on to you. Do not inherit their fears. Do not carry their wounds. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. The moment you start to believe that you matter, the world around you begins to shift. Not because it suddenly becomes kinder, but because you become stronger. Pain is a teacher. I won't romanticize pain. It hurts, it breaks you. But it also reveals you. Pain is not the enemy. Silence in the face of pain is. We have all been through moments where we felt powerless. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you were betrayed. Maybe you were abused. Maybe you were told to sit down when you wanted to rise, to be quiet when your soul was screaming. And you did. You obeyed. Because you thought love meant silence. You thought acceptance meant obedience. You thought safety meant disappearing. But let me tell you something I learned the hard way. Your pain is not your prison. It is your power. The people who tried to break you, yes, they wounded you, but they also revealed to you a deeper truth. That your worth is not up for debate, that your dignity is not negotiable, that your soul is not to be silenced. Stand up for yourself, not because you are angry, but because you are finally ready to heal. They may not understand, and that's okay. When you finally start standing up for yourself, don't expect applause. Some will walk away. Let them. Some will call you difficult. Be difficult. Some will call you dramatic. Be dramatic. Because here's the truth. For those who benefited from your silence, your voice will always feel like a threat. For those who were comfortable with your submission, your self-worth will look like arrogance. But that's not your burden to carry. You are not responsible for how others react to your healing. You are only responsible for honoring the truth inside you. You will be called names. You will be misunderstood. You will be left alone. But let me tell you something even more powerful. You will find yourself. You will find strength you never knew existed. You will build boundaries that feel like freedom. You will learn to say no without guilt and yes without fear. And that, my friend, is the beginning of everything. It's okay to walk alone. There is a loneliness that comes with standing up for yourself. Because for a while you will walk alone. You will outgrow old relationships. You will lose people who never truly saw you. You will find that sometimes it's not others who abandon you. It's you who finally walked away. And that is okay. There is something sacred about solitude. It is in solitude that you meet your raw, unfiltered self. Not the version that smiles to please, not the one that hides behind, "I'm fine," but the one who feels, who breaks, who dreams, walk alone, cry alone, heal alone. Because when you emerge from that solitude, you will be a force that no one can silence again. Standing up is not one moment, it's a lifestyle. People often think standing up for yourself is a single grand moment, a speech, a confrontation, a declaration, but it's not. It's in the small daily choices. It's when you say, "I'm tired," and rest, without guilt. It's when you say, "That hurt me," and expect accountability. It's when you say, "I deserve better," and walk away. It's when you look in the mirror with all your scars, all your flaws, and whisper, "I love you, I choose you." Every time you do this, you are standing up for yourself. And no, it won't be easy. You'll tremble, you'll second guess, you'll want to go back to silence because it's familiar, but don't. Don't go back to a life that demands your silence in exchange for acceptance. You are not here to be agreeable. You are not here to fit in. You are here to be true. Stand up for your past self. I often think of my younger self, the one who didn't know better, the one who tolerated what she didn't deserve, the one who cried herself to sleep because she didn't have the words to fight back. And I stand up for her now. When I say no today, it is for the girl who never could. When I set boundaries, it is for the version of me who thought love meant sacrifice. When I raise my voice, it is for the child who was taught that silence was safer. When I'm loved, when I hear lit talk, from the time I was taught love, we carry our younger selves within us. They live in our fears, our reactions, our dreams. And when you stand up for yourself today, you are not just healing you. You are healing every version of you that once felt powerless. That is the power of choosing yourself. Not everyone will join you on this journey. There will be people who love the version of you who kept quiet, who tolerated mistreatment, who stayed small. These people may not cheer for your growth. They may call you selfish for choosing peace over pleasing. They may leave, and that will hurt. But remember this, you are not losing them. You are finding you. Let them go. If someone cannot celebrate your healing, they do not deserve your energy. Surround yourself with those who don't ask you to dim your light so theirs can shine. Find people who don't just allow your voice, but who encourage it. Find those who see your strength not as a threat, but as a mirror to their own. You are not too much. You are not too loud. You are not too emotional. You are just enough. From survival to purpose. When I began standing up for myself, I thought the goal was just survival. But survival turned into purpose. The more I found my voice, the more I found others who needed one, the more I healed, the more I became a healer. The more I embraced my story, the more it became a map for others. And that's when I realized standing up for yourself is not just about you. It is about every person who sees your courage and decides they too can rise. You don't have to be loud to make a difference. You just have to be real. Stand up not with fists, but with truth. Stand up not to destroy, but to build yourself and others. Stand up, not with anger, but with fire. The kind that warms, that lights paths, that refuses to be put out. Your worth was never up for debate. I don't care what they told you. I don't care who left you. I don't care how many times you were told you weren't enough. You were always enough. Even when you were broken, you were whole. Even when you were lost, you were worthy. Even when you were voiceless, your soul was screaming truth. So now it's your turn. Your turn to take up space. Your turn to walk into rooms like you belong because you do. Your turn to demand respect, not because you're perfect, but because you're human. Your turn to say, I will no longer shrink. I will no longer tolerate. I will no longer apologize for being me. Stand up for yourself. Not because the world needs it, but because you deserve it. Because your story matters. Because your voice can heal. because your truth can set others free, and because you're not here to be silent, you are here to rise. Thanks for watching.